Live look over Seattle. Nice weather for kids who are already headed back to school. Some clouds and sun and some nice temperatures. Let's get to Adam Claibon for an update on the forecast, Adam.
Yeah, recess should be fun here the next few days. We're going to keep things nice and dry and start to warm things up a little more. And well, if you're in school, that means you're probably not going to the state fair here anytime, at least during the daytime hours. Evening, heading into the night, still might be able to get out here, kids. 73 tomorrow, 75 heading into Friday, and then we really warm up. Of course, you'll be able to go into the weekend Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be a warm one for us as we still have that summer-like warmth that's going to be sticking around for us. La Push skies, cloudy. We do have a few breaks, but we do expect to see really more clouds here into the night with a weak system that's going to be moving on through. That includes us here in Seattle. We're going to see these clouds begin to thicken. We're at 73 right now with that south wind coming in at 10. As far as any rain from these clouds, could be possible. I think the better chances are going to stay farther to the north, however. 70 in Bremerton, 71 in Tacoma, 68 in Shelton, and then we have the 60s out there along the coast, upper 60s around Mount Vernon and in Bellingham. So closer look to where we do have some of that rain. We see it right now across the tip of the Olympic Peninsula here around Nia Bay, Forks, Quileute, and then that extends off towards the east here along the coast around Port Angeles and Sequim. I think the better chances start to pick up here later into the evening. Really, we're going to see the better chances really up here across areas here across the San Juan Islands and more of Whatcom County, which is eventually going to die off here into the night. And anything that we do see probably won't even add up to a tenth of an inch. So those showers continue to move on through here into the night. You'll see that the chances kind of pick up here around Puget Sound. I think it's just generally, again, pretty much cloud coverage into the latter part of tonight and into the start of your Thursday, which eventually does begin to break down, and we'll see a little more sunshine tomorrow. Probably not as much as today, and definitely not as much as what we're expecting heading into Friday, as skies will begin to clear on out, and then we start that nice warming trend here as we head on into the weekend, where we are going to see those highs well into the 70s and even approaching 80 degrees in a few spots. 68 tomorrow in Friday Harbor. We top off at 66 in Port Angeles, 72 in Linden, Arlington up to 71 degrees. Looks like we'll see some highs in the 70s down this way for Redmond, Monroe, Issaquah up to 72, North Bend topping off at 70, Bellevue hitting 72 degrees, South Sound seeing more of those highs in the low 70s for Belfair, Gig Harbor, Olympia 72, 71 in Shelton. Then we have the coast, which probably will see a few more clouds and more the 60s with some of that cooler air coming off of the ocean. And then farther east, we'll see highs in the 80s for Tri-Cities around Monroe. We'll top our Moses Lake, 79, 81 in Walla Walla, and Yakima up to 80 degrees. And then tomorrow we'll start off in the upper 40s and low 50s. Make sure to have something warm before you head out the door. We'll see those numbers bounce nicely here as we head on into the end of the week. Small rain chance again coming back around for us later on into Sunday evening, more so Sunday night. May even stick around into early Monday there, but generally pretty dry and highs around 70 into next week.